Producing a show is not an inexpensive endeavor. Even when television was just a show with no fancy features like Hollywood movies usually had, an average TV series cost $3 to $6 million per episode. With the presentation of the brilliant period of television and legendary shows like Round of Lofty Positions, however, these numbers remain very sensible, with the expense of a program episode ascending to $60 million. Naturally, one would expect that millions of dollars would be invested annually in a show like Yellowstone, which is a global hit with a top-notch cast, crew, landscape, and cinematography. This is precisely the situation when Taylor Sheridan, the show's creator, revealed that each Yellowstone show costs approximately $500 million annually. The genre, production scale, shooting location, cast salaries, and special effects requirements all influence how much a typical television show costs. The show's initial costs include developing the concept, writing the script, storyboarding, scouting locations, and hiring key production staff. We are aware that Yellowstone is paying millions of dollars to rent a ranch in Montana. Then there are costs during the genuine recording, including compensations for the cast and team, hardware rentals, area charges, set development, ensembles, cosmetics, and creation protection. The costs also cover post-production activities like color grading, video editing, sound design, visual effects, licensing music, and finishing the episodes. In addition, scripts and storylines are frequently developed by a team of writers on television shows. Their salaries, in addition to any fees for guest writers, are included in the price. The expense of entertainers' pay rates can likewise fluctuate, broadly contingent upon their ubiquity, experience, and the general financial plan of the show. The salaries of established actors are typically higher. For instance, bringing an A-list star like Kevin Costner aboard is prohibitive. As a matter of fact, the entertainer procures $1.3 million for each episode, which is quite possibly of the greatest installment in the area. The salaries of various crew members, including directors, producers, cinematographers, editors, production assistants, and other technical staff members involved in the production, are also included. Making sets, planning props, and building appropriate shooting conditions cause costs also, including materials, work, and set beautification. The cost of a show's visual effects can be substantial. CGI, practical effects, and any post-production enhancements are all included in this. In that department, Yellowstone is safe, so there aren't many costs. But there are costs associated with advertising campaigns, public relations, press events, and digital marketing efforts in order to attract viewers. In the event that a show incorporates authorized music, which Yellowstone does with some astonishing nation bangers, scholarly properties, or brand names, there might be charges related with securing the freedoms to utilize them. We are aware that Sheridan works with essentially the same crew on nearly all Yellowstone shows and typically employs his own resources. From the get-go, this might appear to be an intelligent way to deal with reducing expenses. Yet the essayist transparently communicates that he likes as such, regardless of whether it costs all the more, just on the grounds that he realizes he can depend on these resources and group individuals as opposed to gamble with the venture with a novel new thing. However, based on leaked emails from production staff, a new Wall Street Journal article raised concerns about excessive spending. Despite Sheridan's shows being credited with a treacherous contracting millions of new subscribers, Paramount's streaming business posted a loss of $511 million in the first quarter. Therefore, it appears that all of the Yellowstone shows could have been less expensive if resources